The WNBA, the gift that keeps on giving. I have got to touch on this story. I've been traveling all day. I can't wait to get back to my studio so I can really wow out and get to doing what I do. But in the meantime, between time, we are going to address this whole Napheesa Collier continuing to blast Cathy Engelbert. She's not stopping. It's not over. Now she's name dropping Caitlin Clark again. And I'm starting to think this is becoming like for your own personal gain. You know what I mean? I'm very aware, like the WNBA called the WNBPA out and saying you guys have been lying about negotiations and about offers. It's a lot going on. And I'm just questioning, is Napheesa Collier doing this for the betterment of the WNBA or for her own personal gain and unrivaled? We're going to break this down. Welcome to Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel, hit that bell notification. Let's get it. Let's rock, man. Let's rock. You know how we do. Okay. We had Minnesota Lynx superstar Napheesa Collier blasting Cathy Engelbert once again here in Glamour magazine. Napheesa Collier was quoted saying, "The amount of money that Caitlin Clark has made this league is insane. She's getting 0% of it because we have no revenue share. She gets less than $80,000 a year and she's bringing in like hundreds of millions of dollars. It's insane." Now, on the basis of this, do I agree with Napheesa Collier? Absolutely. Should Caitlin Clark be getting a bigger piece and a percentage of all the money that she's bringing in? Yes, she should. Yes, she should. I just feel like when you name drop Caitlin Clark at your exit interview, it was to rally up the troops, to stir the pot and rally up Caitlin Clark fans to get behind you and support you. And a lot of it worked. Let's be clear here. A lot of the people in the media, from ESPN to Fox to everywhere, rallied behind Napheesa Collier, you and your comments. Good Morning America, everybody. That worked. But in my mind, I'm like, I just question, why didn't you bring that to Caitlin Clark first? Why did Caitlin Clark find out when the rest of us did? I don't like that. I think that's shady. I think that's shady. And I also question if you would have went and just tore apart the officiating and all that, had you not gotten hurt, because we watched Caitlin Clark get beat to hell for 2 years and none of y'all said nothing. None of y'all said nothing. So I'm just kind of questioning the moral behind it. And we know you have, bro, you can slice it, dice it any way you want. You have a competitor league. You have a competitor league, Napheesa. And that's just the real. But on the basis of this, yes, it is absolutely ridiculous that Caitlin Clark is bringing in all of this money, hundreds of millions of dollars, and she's making 80 grand a year. It's a joke. It's a joke. And it's stuff like this that makes me say, hey, Project B or whatever it is, Caitlin Clark, go get you $50 million a year from them. Go get you $100 million a year. Go get it because you deserve it. You bring it in. So there has to be a better deal in line. But the moral behind what Napheesa Collier is doing, I just questioning some, bro, because you're not trying to get a deal done. The deadline is less than what? The deadline 4 days away, you guys. We got 4 days to get a deal done. And they are not even looking at the WNBA's offers. The WNBA came out and blasted the WNBPA. Like, what are we talking about here? They're not trying to actually get a deal done. So are you using this to drive up the interest for Unrivaled? Why did Caitlin hear from you the same time we all did? I think that's a little bit shady, if you ask me. I really, really do. So, you know, that just is what it is. I do think the players should get a bigger piece of the pie. But I also think y'all should be real. And it's funny how everybody was on the, it's not just Caitlin, it's me too thing. It's all of us. But when y'all trying to get paid, now y'all keep name dropping her. Now y'all keep name dropping her when it's time to try to get paid. When the fact of the matter is she was the one driving the numbers in the first place. And we told y'all that. And y'all got mad. We've been telling y'all it ain't because of no Asia. It ain't because of it ain't because of none of that. None of that. It is solely because of the numbers that Caitlin Clark is bringing in. Point blank, period. And y'all been in denial, but now when you're trying to get what you want and get leverage and all of this stuff, you are using her name. It's just the facts. That is just the facts. And we got much, much more going on in the WNBA. This is crazy. Shams is reporting the NBA informed its 30 teams that the league has begun process of reviewing policies regarding injury reporting. I told y'all in the video with Enes Kanter, former NBA player, he was talking about the injury reporting in the NBA and WNBA, and we've all were questioning what was going on with the injury reporting with Caitlin Clark. Here it says, they've begun the process of reviewing policies regarding injury reporting, training, and education of all personnel, and enhancing internal and external monitoring programs to identify betting activity of concern per memo obtained by the NBA. So I keep telling you guys, this is bigger than this is more than just the gambling. Obviously, that is something they want to make sure they have eyes over and that they monitor and they don't allow to happen to tarnish the legitimacy of these games in all sports. But the injury reporting also is a part of this. And we know how shady the WNBA was when it came to being honest about the injuries of players on this team. Not even just Caitlin Clark, Damiris Dantas, Chloe Bibby. Chloe Bibby injuries seem worse than what the Indiana Fever claimed it to be. We don't know what's going on. I think it's absolutely crazy. And at the end of the day, the Indiana Fever are definitely going to be one of the teams getting looked at when it comes to the injury reporting basis. It is as simple as that. They have to be. Now let's take a look at this. Caitlin Clark went and did a Lily event alongside Kelsey Mitchell and Ari McDonald. They were speaking at a Lily event. And here are some of the photos, man. I believe that this backcourt, I believe that you're going to have, for the Indiana Fever in 2026, Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell, and I think Ari McDonald will be the backup guard. I truly believe that Ari McDonald won Stephanie White and won this staff over, and I believe Ari McDonald will be back with this team next season. I really, really do. She thoroughly enjoyed her time with the Fever. She was on her couch and they gave her a chance and she did really well. I think that they'll bring Ari McDonald back and they won't be bringing back Odyssey Sims. That is what I think. So you guys get down in the comments. Let me know what you think about this. This is Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share the channel. See you on the next one.